It's in our nature to protect the ones we love, to stand up to any danger, to be strong and courageous, to always be prepared, to keep our family safe, to be the first line of defense. We are born to protect.
All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Headshot and thank you for joining us. Today we have the Performance Center EZ Shield versus the regular EZ Shield, and I'm going to tell you everything that I know about them, my opinions of them, and if you're looking to make an informed decision for yourself about which one may be better for you, well, hopefully this video will help you out. I'd really like to thank our patrons over on Shot Team. You're seeing our $5 and up patrons. I'd like to thank all of our patrons, but these are our $5 and up patrons that have been with us and are subscribed to these tiers, and we really appreciate their support. And the video that you've seen before this video is for all law-abiding citizens here in the United States of America. If you are a concealed carrier, you're thinking about it, a gun owner, a responsible gun owner, they can help you in your journey, give you training tools, and if you ever, God forbid, ever had to pull the trigger, they can be there on your side. Very important that you have somebody like that on your side. So make sure you check them out with the link down in the description box below. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Performance Center here, regular shield, EZ here, okay? This gun has shocked me at how popular it really is, man. There's a big demand for this. So who is this gun for? So the elderly, somebody, maybe a woman, maybe a smaller stature man, maybe a regular sized man with carpal tunnel. So the idea is a regular handgun like this Walther PPS. All these guns are safety checked, by the way. But these guns right here, these small striker fired guns, have a spring tension, has to be really high on them, okay? So when you rack the slide on this, it takes a significant amount of force to actually rack this slide. I actually did a video of how easy the EZ is to pull as far as the slide weight and all of that. So you can go over and check that video out. But the idea is just because of that. So if you have weaker dexterity in your hands for whatever reason, this is designed to help you out with that, okay? It's an internally hammer-fired gun as opposed to striker-fired. What does that mean? So that means basically that although typically hammer-fired guns don't have as smooth and light of a trigger pull as striker-fired guns, Smith & Wesson was able to figure it out where they have an internally hammer-fired gun that feels like a striker-fired. So it has a really nice trigger on it, okay? So here's the big differences. So let's just talk about the specs here really quick. The only big difference you're going to see is in the barrel length on each of them. So let me put them up slide to slide. So as you can see, we have the Performance Center here and the regular shield here. And really the biggest difference is the fact that this one has a ported barrel and this one does not. As far as that, that's really the biggest thing right there. Your overall length is going to change a little bit because you have a little bit shorter barrel. Other than that, they are almost identical in every other way when it comes to specs, okay? Both of them are 8+1 capacity. Here's the bigger differences, okay? Let's start with the Shield EZ. So you have regular dovetail type of sights, 3 dots, 2 dots on the rear, 1 dot in the front. They are drift adjustable. You have the grip safety back here. Notice that it is not serrated or anything. It's got a smooth finish to it. These corners right here are smooth as well, and I say that for a reason. I'll show you here in a second. Magazine release right here works as it should. Front and rear slide serrations. When we go to the Performance Center, it's a little more tricked out. So what you have on this version is the anodized aluminum features, and then you have what they call their high bright finished barrel. Anodized aluminum, skeletonized aluminum trigger, grip safety. Notice the grip safety. So we're gonna get real up close and personal with this section right here. So notice on the Performance Center, not only is it serrated, but you have these really flat and sharp, almost kind of edges on the back here. This is one thing we noticed while shooting, is that this is significantly more uncomfortable without gloves on than this is. This is a lot smoother, and again, these edges are rounded off. And I'm not quite sure why they decided to make this such a sharp edge, but really not a fan of that at all. Okay, so this is much more comfortable back here as far as this grip safety is concerned. Okay, let's flip it around this way. So you have that skeletonized trigger, you have the porting on the barrel, and you have the lightning cuts in the slide. So this takes a little bit of the weight off of the slide, and then the porting of the barrel is designed where it gives you less muzzle rise in the gun and hopefully less felt recoil as well. Okay, so that single port there, you're going to see some video right here. You're going to notice more of a significant difference in Mrs. Headshot's hand than mine, but you see that muzzle staying a little bit flatter with this gun compared to this gun just by adding that single port. So it's pretty impressive there. And then one big difference you'll notice too are the sights. So on the Shield EZ Performance Center, you have these fiber optic sights all the way around. Awesome during the daylight. So these things really pop out at you and do a really nice job there. And not only that, they actually give you a ledge there. So if you ever had to do a one-handed reload, your support hand is busy or hurt or whatever the case may be, you can actually do a reload with those sights. Whereas on the regular Shield EZ, it's going to be really hard to get anything to catch right there. Pretty much impossible. They both have front and rear slide serrations, and then they both have this area milled into the back of the slide, so it makes it even easier to grab onto that slide and rack it. They both have loaded chamber indicators, which is a tactile and visual indicator that, hey, you have a round in the chamber there. Other than that, the triggers are a little bit different. Magazine release, all that's the same. Undercut under the trigger guard here is pretty much all the same. The triggers are pretty different. So on the Performance Center, you have more of a flat trigger design with their Performance Center tune. So let me show you what this looks like. So you hit that wall almost immediately on the Performance Center. It breaks. Reset right there. You're ready to go again. On the original Shield, you have more of a hook traditional design, if you will. You hit the wall again almost immediately. Reset right there. So it feels like there's more weight on this one. Let's try it out. This is the regular Shield. Of course, we got to engage that grip safety there. 5 pounds, 15 ounces. Let's try it one more time. 5 pounds, 14 ounces. Let's try it on the Performance Center version here. 5 pounds, 4 ounces. One more time for consistency's sake. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Okay, so you have not a full pound, but you have quite a bit of difference in weight there. And not only that, you also have that flatter the trigger it's going to be, the easier it is to get your trigger to pull straight back to the rear and make sure that your shots are on target. Now, we did some extensive shooting with the Shield EZ when we first got it, and this gun is pretty dang accurate. It does a really nice job. But the differences and the upgrades that Smith & Wesson put into the Performance Center, I would say they all make sense and they are all better. This gun is a little bit easier to shoot in my opinion, and I would say the things that they added are definitely better. So the big gripe I have on this gun, and Mrs. Headshot agrees with this, is the grip safety. Again, I'm not sure why they decided to have this area back here be sharp and flat. So the way your hand obviously is designed, it goes better with something that is more rounded off and smooth. Not only that, it's serrated. I can live with the serrations. You know, I'm almost okay with that. But again, it's flat and in that area without gloves on, it really gets bothersome in this area right here, and it just becomes uncomfortable to shoot. So for a gun that's designed for newer shooters, that may be a problem. Now, of course, if you shoot with gloves or anything like that, that could obviously fix that issue. But other than that, I would say the Performance Center is definitely a better gun just because of the trigger, the sights alone. And if you're as sensitive to recoil in any way, this one's going to keep that muzzle down a little bit better, shoot a little bit flatter. I honestly love the features that they put on the Performance Center. I just wish this was a little bit different and more rounded off. So there's the differences between the two, and hopefully that can help some of you out. Let me know what you think about these two down in the comments below, which one you like better and why. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold 'em down.